Okay, we are now at Atmosphere Foundation, the second step in getting that lit from within glow. And also available in two different formulas, the liquid being the soft focus, the solid stick being the luminous. Can anyone tell me what skin type is better suited for the soft focus?
Obviously, a dark skin, but I think soft focus can be worn by all skin types. Some people who tend to be oilier don't like that illumination look, but I feel like it's just in the application.
So you're totally right, but the soft focus actually provides less moisture than the stick. The stick is it's more emollient,
which is totally not intuitive.
It's counterintuitive completely. In traditional cosmetics, I think it's the opposite usually. So, but yes, it is all in the application. So going back to the application, use the fingertip method. Get, you can always layer to create more, but start small with Vapour. The worst thing you can do is do a big pump and put it right in the center of the face. You will hear that it's too oily and it's a shame because it's actually, not. So, but to your point, you're absolutely right that we teach you all these guidelines, and then if you get a woman that walks in who is an acne person who's like, I love sticks, then
go for it.
Go for it. It's fine.
Can't you wear these together? I would wear them together. Like if I was with a client and I was doing her makeup, I would actually
and you can mix and match.
Mix and match together, like colors, textures, and everything to play with the skin tone and everything. Because I think that the texture on this is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And I love the fact that I'm a big finger painter, to be honest. Like I have over 1,000 brushes, and I can tell you I probably use 3. Because I mostly use my hands. Because I really honestly believe that really does look better with the skin, and we can create a product that really is a finger painting product that you can layer with each other. I mean, look at that. That's not my color, and I can run that perfectly on my skin, which I think is gorgeous. And you can
you're obviously a great artist. One of my makeup artist friends, an LA-based makeup artist, is obsessed with blending the two formulas. So she does a layer of soft focus, and then she goes through with the luminous, and she kind of does extra coverage and gets,
You can contour with like a shade, 2 shades darker.
Or to have a bottom and hold or
in the purse.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is to mix and match the stick stratus with the liquid foundation. And that's just, and I mix it around and try all different kinds of things, but I'd say I have the skin on the drier side. But I like the soft focus formula's coverage. I like the stick for the primer, so it's really, it's makeup, it's fun, it's supposed to be fun. So we have rules for people who want rules, but please break them, make as fast as you can.
We'll do our best.
So I just want to run through some of these features. We've talked about all of these, but just to drill it in one more time. The Atmosphere Foundation contains Vapour's proprietary Herbal Enlightenment Complex, fragrances, Tulsi, and Lotus to help soothe, calm, and protect. Skin nourishing essential fatty acids and antioxidants. It evens skin tone and texture, enhances natural glow. It's anti-aging and provides an instant anti-aging effect. Quick and easy, effortless application, non-comedogenic, lightweight and breathable. Or vapor-like, as I like to say. Does not settle in lines and pores, water and perspiration resistant, and great for men and women.
The luminous stick has won the Allure Best of Beauty Award, and there's a little square here that talks about this product. These two products together have won a ton of awards, and we just highlighted a couple of them here because the products have won award by Jones Magazine, which has an ethnic focus, Allure, which is of course a beauty focus, Prevention, which has a senior focus, and Gorgeously Green has a green lifestyle focus, and Ally has a teen focus. So really across all demographics, it's just a super versatile, popular product.
And just a quick tip from the field, 123. How many of you were matched at 123? 2 of you. Okay,
That's what
and
we
you're
just
not.
passed around too.
So
Okay.
123, yeah, is the place to start, and then go darker and lighter, because like half the people that are Caucasian are going to be 123.
Illusionist Concealer, concentrated coverage that enlivens and revitalizes. This is, again, an example of skincare and makeup being perfectly combined. The Illusionist Concealer is actually designed to brighten under the eye in both a makeup way and a skincare way. It brightens dark circles, even skin tone, and helps correct the appearance of blemishes with ultra-pigmented yet breathable coverage without dulling, drying, or settling into lines and pores. It's like don't leave without one in your purse for the day. It's so easy to just use your fingertips or use directly from the stick and kind of give yourself more coverage where you need it, and always to just brighten under your eyes. Does anyone use this product?
It's my purse right now.
Yay! Perfect. Love it.
It's got a higher pigment load than the foundation, so it's designed for covering spots. And what we recommend is applying foundation first and then spot applying concealer only where you need it.
If people are looking for contour or highlight, the stickable concealer sticks in.
That's a great tip as well. A really great tip. It's gonna give you more precise application than using the, yeah. Okay.
Great.
Aura multi-use. So, Aura multi-use, we actually decided to kick the name blush off because most of it, I mean, you can really think of these as your color play. You choose a shade, you can use it on eyes, lips, and cheeks for a monochromatic look. You can mix and match them. They're highly pigmented. They're very, very blendable. They look so natural. I'm obsessed with them personally. And they have 3 different finishes. The Aura Classic is a very natural classic shade range in your sort of pinks, corals, and mauves. And then we have Aura Stain. So these look really dark, but they're designed to give you that sort of natural pinch of color and that stain look. They happen to look really, really beautiful on the lips too. If you're gonna do a monochromatic look, a little bit on the cheeks, on the lips, and then I always take my middle finger and do a little bit of a dot on my crease, and it kind of pulls the whole thing together. And then Aura Radiant with sophisticated soft shimmer, not to be confused with glitter. So,
The particle size of the shimmer is really small. We did that on purpose so that it would be appropriate for not just teenagers. Yeah, I think it's a delicate look. And one of my favorite things with the stain, we're passing around one of each finish, and Impulse is the red that's coming around. On the lips, these have a little bit more of a matte look than our lipstick range. So I love that for sort of a classic 40s red lip.
The stains.
Yeah, and particularly Impulse being my personal favorite. Best sellers in these are Courtesan for pinks, Spark for peach tone, and Eros, which is the one we're passing around. So those are really great go-to shades for the classic. And I'll also mention that Intrigue, which is going around in the Radiant, is inspired by NARS Orgasm.
and I'm wearing that one today.
What are the
Looked at myself in a
stars
while.
by the Aura Classic?
Pardon?
There's like the little pink stars that are by the Aura
Okay,
Classic.
so those actually, pink stars are actually throughout the book and designate underneath the ingredients you'll see here carmine-free shades.
Okay, what is carmine free? I don't know what carmine
Okay,
is.
so carmine is in lieu of using FD&C pigments to get reds.
Okay.
So there is no mineral pigment that's going to give you a red, which means you're not going to be able to do pinks, plums, and like when you go to our lipstick page, you will see that most of the lipsticks have carmine. It's amazing what has carmine in it. So anyway, it's a red pigment. It's from the cochineal beetle. Okay, so it is a natural source. And then just to cover this, some people have been like, hey, wait a second, you said you're cruelty-free. And we are members of the League of Bunny, an international cruelty-free organization. Apparently, beetles and invertebrates are not, don't rake. full disclosure for vegans and for whatever.
So the red or pinkish pigment color comes from the people we're saying.
Yes, it does. And it's been traditionally used by the Navajos in their textiles. It's what gives Chinese red paint, that lacquer. So it's been used for thousands of years by people. Its earliest cosmetic use was like in 1520 in England.
Okay.
So it's got a long history of being used in cosmetics and for art. Natural pigment.
Completely safe, edible. I mean, it's
food.
it is, yeah, and
It's
it's
food.
Yeah.
it's a totally safe. It's just,
It is.
you know, I this is something that I totally respect about
We
this
stand
new-
behind our decision. You know, we had to make a hard choice. Are we going to go for the FD&C and go chemical, or are we going to stay all natural with something that's going to be slightly controversial to a certain group of people? And we stand strongly behind our decision to use carmine because it is natural and it is safe, and it's the most beautiful pigment and allows an amazing range of beautiful reds and pinks and plums. And
but
that's like one of those hard choices that like we had to make as a brand. You know,
yeah,
it's like, well, we're not gonna
let me
not
break
have.
it down. Like, if anyone is, I mean, unless you're such a hardcore vegan that you don't eat honey or wear leather, that would be the type of person that is looking for carmine free. But as far as coming from a safety or toxicity standpoint, it's one of the best pigments on the planet to use. And by the way, most natural brands will use carmine. But what I was getting at, that I respect so much, is that although they stand by their decision to use it, and as do we obviously, they have created a range of carmine-free shades for anyone that is really conscious of that, and they're beautiful. So those are the ones that are starred.
Allie, in your time in Fillmore, did you ever have that question even come up?
Yeah.
You did. Okay, so it does come up, but we just want to prepare ourselves in for it. So now we know the answer.
Well, no, and I'm glad that you gave us a comprehensive guide that if I can't remember, I can always reference the book and be like, oh, I
And
can
it
just
says
go
on
to
the
this.
next page.
They have.
Yeah, it says.
So you can see that like, if you go back to Stratus, 902 is carmine free.
Yeah.
All the foundations are carmine free. So there's a lot. There's something in every category that's carmine free, and people will not get a red lipstick that's carmine free.
Okay, a quick note on that. On the packaging, when you do cosmetic boxes,
Oh yes, thank you.
yeah, when you do cosmetic boxes, you list any possible ingredient for that particular category.
So it
So-
says plus or minus.
It says plus or minus, and carmine will be listed. So if you have someone that you've promised that the shade is carmine free, you verified it, however you're verifying it, it has a sticker on the outer box. Tell them that it actually is, and that that it's a standard box for that category. And we've
And
had
it does
people
say
do that.
plus or minus. It has parentheses plus or minus, and then it has all of the pigments that may be in the aura category. So you're going to see carmine on there.
Solar, so we've got about 10 minutes left, so I will breeze through. Solar translucent bronzer, summertime glow with antioxidant protection. So solar is actually a different formula than aura. It's not just aura with a few different shades. There's ingredients that help with sun damage and protect against the sun, not to be confused with sun protection. And where is that? Okay, here we go. With pomegranate, acai, and green tea. So super high in antioxidant. And buildable multitasking color that blends evenly on bare skin or with other Vapour products. These are gorgeous. These are not fake looking. They're not, like that kind of weird self-tanner orange. They're really beautiful, beautiful natural bronze shades.
And one thing I want to point out is that the two seemingly lighter shades, Mirage and Simmers being passed around, have fine particle mica, so they have a soft sheen to them. This other shade here, Spicy, is more of a stain. It has no mica whatsoever. Something that we learned from a spa director in Santa Fe at 10,000 Waves, he likes to take Spicy or Simmer, rub it in the palm of his hand, add 2 pumps of Stratus, and make a tinted moisturizer. And so that was his way of selling 2 cosmetic products to men.
Nice.
Brilliant.
In a
It's fun.
natural way, because all the men
It
tend to
looks
wear
great.
that phony men's bronzer. that was like his one.
That was his deal. Yeah, he was awesome. He was a great guy.
Halo Illuminator, being with angelic radiance. So we have one halo. It is a new item. The shade is Moonlight. This is a universal brightener, a universal highlighter. And do you see it?
She's got it.
Oh, okay. Halo can become an obsession. You can use it anywhere. You use it. Does everyone know how to do the sort of strobing or just highlighting of the face? So you would add it to anything, you put it on any area of the face that you want to stand out. But this formula, as compared to a lot of other illuminators on the market, my experience with illuminators or highlighters is that you either get something that comes out off so chalky on the skin and drying, or you get something that is, in an oil base that is really hard to maintain throughout the day. So it might look great when you put it on, and then 10 minutes later you kind of just look shiny. So this is a beautiful balance between the two of those. You get a really beautiful highlight, and it stays on all day, and it works across skin tones, and it doesn't veer off into that oily or shiny look. It really just diffuses light. That's an item I feel like every human needs in their beauty arsenal.
I love it. I wear it just when I'm wearing Stratus and not even foundation. I wear Halo.
I actually do too.
Yeah.
Going out to dinner, you just
So it's
clean it
super
up.
fine milled the particle size of the mica in this. So unlike the Radiant Blush, which also people could use for different kinds of highlighting, it's almost invisible, as you can see when you put it on. It's like stealth, and it just picks up the light when the light is there.
Like even if you want to do like a no makeup day, but you still want to look like you naturally look like that.
Exactly.
It was like just like a face serum or something. You just put that on just to kind of give you a glow without having to do your whole face.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Shanoa at home, she works in the wholesale department, and she likes to say it gives you the look of falling in love.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, and again, it goes on, the brow bones, the bridge of the nose, bow of the lips, cheekbones, and really anywhere else, collarbones.